All right, what's up, y'all? Go by risky trades and shit. Um, Today, what I'm looking for, it's kind of 50-50 with me right now. I think we inversing this gap here. We might head to this gap here. We had this big gap here. We had this gap that we currently inversing right now here. But I also think the way I determine if I'm going, for the most part, I go off with the market is showing. Did I delete my goddamn? Yeah, I did. Basically, I go off what the market is showing. Right now, it's showing bearish, so I'm completely bearish. But I switch my bias when the previous 15-minute high gets closed above on the 5-minute. So if we on the 5-minute and we close above here, I'll start looking for buys. So yeah, for the most part, yeah, like I said, I'm looking for sales. What's giving me that is because obviously we are dumping. We're dumping. We just took out Asia session open, which is also the lowest point of the session, and we already took out the high with London session. So, and London been dropping, so I'm hoping for something like this. Boom, boom, up. You get the picture on. Actually, let me do that again. I'm hoping for something like a quick little, and boom, man. We just opened two, just open. So let's see what we're doing. I'm gonna look for. See what we can look for. See what we can get going. We also making an order block here to here. Here's the order block. So what I'm pretty much gonna wait on is the way I trade is I wait for a break structure, which we already have now. And usually people will wait for a quick sweep, but once we close below my first little target, I stop looking for the sweep above unless it comes. But for the most part, I'm looking for a order block, equilibrium, fair value gap, mainly a fair value gap. I don't really like strictly going off the equilibrium unless we have equilibrium in a way of, the only way I look for is I don't really do too much of the just poke above. Like if we just had equilibrium and we just poke above here and come back down, nah, I need a full-blown closure up here before I start looking for sales. Like once it closes above, then I start looking for sales. Because some people would just wait till it poke and then they go down to the 1-minute time frame and then start looking for the the reversal. But no, I wait for closures for the most part. What we do is we do have this breaker structure. We're currently making this fair value gap, but I think it's too early to even look at that gap. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna wait and see how it play out. But the main thing I look for is fair value gaps. Then we trade into the fair value gap. I go down to the 1-minute time frame, wait for a breaker structure or inverse fair value gap, and then I take my entry. Now we could be going. This could be the sweep of liquidity here, and we could be going up now. It just depends. Like I said, I need a closure above this line here, which is high on the 15-minute, which will then switch my bias to buys. Because trying to wait for the hourly to switch direction that's too long. That's way too long. And I'll probably target like this area if we get in early. If we can find something like up in this area, come back down and test the fair value gap, I'll probably take it to this fair value gap. But if not, then I'm gonna target these areas and so forth and so on. So I'll be back because I like to listen to music while I'm trading. So I'll be back once I find a trade, and we're gonna see how it go. Because I really just gotta focus on sticking to my strategy, because Well, with back testing, it seemed like really easy because with back testing the other day, I took 20 trades and I won 18 out of 20 with just following my strategy to a T. So that's my main thing, focusing on. And I think the main thing to realize is there's no rushing this, and you only gonna slow yourself down not following your strategy, trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to expedite the process. So I'm sticking to it. We're finna get to it. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so currently what I have is a buy going on. I'm really hoping for a 1-on-1. I just got my take profit up here, but I'm really hoping for a 1-on-1. Once it break above here, I'm gonna go ahead and move my stop all the way to it. So if it gets struck, then I'm gonna be okay with the win or the profits. But yeah, so basically what made me take this was, once again, like I said in the beginning, if we had a break above this 15-minute high, which is here, we had a break, not a break, we had a closure above, so then that switched my bias to buys. And then yeah, from there, we broke structure, obviously, off this candle. We struck liquidity here, switched directions to take some liquidity up here. And then on the 3-minute, we had a gap here that was struck. Boom, it was struck right here on this candle. And then we closed above. Here. I did get in a little early. I thought it was taking off on me. But once we was fairly above this high right here on the 1 minute, that's what made me take this trade. So we're just gonna see how it play out. But that's what essentially made me take it. We currently in profit. And yeah, we're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna let y'all know when I'm done, because once again, I am listening to music. Okay, cool. Got a sweet win real quick. Got this, what is this? 1 to 1.4 to 1. Decent RR. I went ahead and targeted this first point right here. I went low risk for some reason. I don't know why my contracts reset, but I only won about $300. I'm currently on an Eval account. So I'm on the Eval. I'm at 50, 288. So the profit goal is I think 53,000. That's what I'm working on right now. Yeah, should have went a little higher risk, but it's all right. I might take another one, depending upon if it give me a setup. But if not, then this will be the end of this video. I hope I explained it decently. As far as what made me take it, it's real simple. It's not really nothing crazy to my strategy. I'll give it real quick. The first thing I do is find my bias, respect and disrespect. So I look for respect of fair value gaps and disrespect. And yeah, we are disrespecting gaps, obviously. Because you see these gaps here, we have a gap here and here being disrespected. So it's obviously bullish. But coming into market, it was kind of hard to tell. But we did respect this gap here because we didn't close below it. We just struck it and swept liquidity. Anyway, wait for liquidity sweep, 3-minute or 5-minute time frame, break a structure inverse fair value gap. So really with the 3-minute, I'll look for a inverse. And on the 5-minute, then I will hope for a break structure. Then equilibrium, order block, fair value gap, mandate fair value gap. And then on a 1-minute time frame, break a structure, inverse fair value gap. And then you enter. Target the previous draws. Then yeah, got yourself a trade. Yeah, done for the day. Be back on tomorrow. and I just made a little bit of more money. I made about a extra 100 or so. So basically, up about 400 on the day. Off this inverse because I peeped that we came up here and we struck this gap here. We struck this gap here and then completely rejected. Struck this gap here, completely rejected, as you can see here, and then we inverse this 5-minute gap here, and then I took it off of this candle here. So I was waiting for a closure under which I've been had, so I really should have took it. I really should have took it at this candle, but it's all right. I got in about here. Give me about a 1-on-1, which I should have held. I should have held all the way damn near to this gap. Maybe, I don't know if it's gonna hit this gap, but I did take a 1-on-1 real quick. I really was targeting these lows here, right here on the 1 minute. So went ahead, got that, knocked that out, and then yeah, I'm done for the day. I'm gonna go ahead, log off. If I get too carried away.